I'm Sammy.
And I'm Sarah. And we're your kitchen bitches. And this is Get Back in the Kitchen. Now today, we're making pierogis.
This is kind of where we decided that we needed to make a show because we make these. This is what, our 4th or 5th time making these.
All the time.
And they're awesome. They're homemade pierogis from scratch. And you just don't find it anymore. You pretty much only find Mrs. T's. And those are good, don't get me wrong, but they're nothing like homemade.
So we wanted to share this with you because this is so far, our favorite recipe.
The best thing about it is you can do whatever you want, like whatever you like. One time we did a spinach and feta pierogi, but I think our favorites are just the regular cheese and the bacon and cheese, because you can't go wrong with bacon. We're putting cheese and a splash of milk and kind of a lot of butter. That's how we do our measurements.
Kind of a lot.
This is kind of a lot. This one we added a little bit of bacon and some Colby Jack cheese. Oh, we also added a little bit of ranch with it. And then I use a handheld mixer because it's a lot easier than trying to mash them all yourself. I like to just add things as we go too. Just decide if you like how it looks, or if you say I want more cheese or whatever. But I also like to do it when it's hot. You do it when the potatoes are hot so everything melts in and mixes nicely.
Here in Get Back in the Kitchen, we believe in an assload of bacon and cheese. Right now, I'm getting the dough ready. Like we said, we make everything completely from scratch. So to do the dough, 5 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, a cup of water, 3 eggs, and half a cup of butter softened. So we've got 1 stick of butter out softening to use. Flour, salt, whatever. So we're gonna knock that together right now.
The voice you just heard, don't listen to that.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Oh, sorry, crack the egg on the plate.
On your laptop.
What?
Oh, who's that by? Me.
Bing, bing, sledgehammer.
Now I'm taking the dough, it's all pretty well mixed together, so I'm just forming it into a nice ball. It's ready to go. Alright, remember to soften your butter, keep it at room temperature for at least an hour, that way it's just easy to work with. Okay, now we're ready to roll this out. Sandy is being nice enough to spread some flour on the counter for me, because as you can see, I currently have basket hands. So we're spreading some flour out on the counter, just so the dough doesn't stick. And then I'm going to put a little flour on my hands too, and on the rolling pin. Can someone scratch my arm? Oh, harder. Oh, thank you. Okay.
I know you have a basket arm.
I don't want to have a basket arm. Okay.
I know that was pretty slick ninja move.
Obviously.
But it was right in the way, but still.
So everyone's going to be watching like, who is that ninja?
You didn't see it. Look at it. It's freaking bats. Love Halloween.
Alright, now it doesn't really matter what you use to cut them out with. We like to use this cup because it's a pretty good size. I couldn't tell you how big it is. We just kind of eyeball it. But we roll them out into discs like this.
I roll them a little bit more after the cup.
Yeah.
Just so that
They're about that thick, and then
we have a little pierogi press too, which is pretty handy because really all you do is just squeeze it. This is a little odd shaped because it's my first one. I'll get into the swing of things, don't worry. Up, my cookie sheet.
frickin' bats.
Alright, just in case you don't have a pierogi press and you're wanting to do this, you're just gonna fold it in, cut out your circles and then fold it in half, and then take a fork and mash down the sides to make sure that your pierogi sticks together. You have a little pierogi just like that. Ta-da!
pan is like 2 hours of work. We felt like we had to be honest with you.
This is not as easy as we're making it seem
No.
right now.
I mean, it's not necessarily hard work.
It's just tedious.
Very long time. Worth it. Super worth it. All right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take some of these bad boys, we're going to drop them in boiling water. Now, we tried before, the first time we made these, we tried to just take them and put them right in the skillet. We figured, well, you know, they're not frozen. Yeah, so we'll just fry them. You got to boil them first. You have to boil them and then you can fry them.
Because it's raw dough. All right, now we are just boiling the pierogis. You want to make sure they're floating before you take them out. It's usually a good sign that they're done. I give them a little bit extra time after they start floating just to be sure that they're done.
Because we're cooking pierogis for everyone. Now we're melting some butter in the pan. We're gonna add some bunions. Where's the onions? We're gonna add some onions and some garlic and some salt and pepper. Okay, we got our delicious boiled pierogis. Got a pan cooking with some butter and some onions. Just a couple at a time. Gonna add in some garlic and some salt and pepper, and then we're cooking.
I have more onions too in case you need it.
So nice. I'm gonna get you. Da da da.
How hot that is.
By hot, obviously you mean sexy. You're breaking my balls, Mario! So we're almost ready to eat.
Yes, how much?